way in the turning lane.
No, you
No!
just said get in the turning
I.
lane.
Oh my God, my son is trying to kill me.
What I do?
Why would you turn?
You said get in.
You supposed to wait. You was in the turning lane. You supposed to sit there and wait till the car across the street. Okay, my son's trying to kill me. Raw honesty. Woo, child. Woo. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me, y'all. My son don't have his license yet. He's 17, and we're going out shopping for him to get some clothes and stuff. It's kind of a long way to go. We don't usually drive long distance with him driving. But he was like, "You promised me the next time I can drive. So pray for me. Pray for me." I'm up here like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you do?" And he's like, "Oh, you told me to turn, like, oh, get in the turning lane." Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord. This is my last one, y'all, though. This is my last one. I only had 2 boys. And he's about to graduate from high school, and then I'm going to be. Gotta go through this all over again with sending the child off to college. And, oh, Lord. It's such a happy time. Also, when your child is off to go, yes, freedom is coming. Man, I already told him I'm going to change his bedroom into my YouTube office, my little studio. I'm going to have my green screens and my lights and all that kind of stuff in his bedroom. Because by then, my oldest son should be on his way out. He's trying to move out like around maybe this summerish, trying to save up enough money to move out, because I'm one of those mamas who you not moving out the house until you save up enough stacks to where I feel comfortable that you're not gonna move right back home. And I'm doing that just because, I mean, financial, companies, they'll tell you to move, to save. Every adult, and no, we all can't do it. I can't even sit here and lie and say I've done it. But 6 months of whatever your bills are per month, that's what you should have in the bank, just in case you got laid off, just in case you got hurt and you can't work, just in case the economy just takes a huge dip like it did, years ago, back in like 2000, what was it, around 2007. That was hard. That was a hard time for me because I was in real estate, and every real estate company around me was closing or downsizing. People were losing their homes. Nobody was buying homes. It was really bad. So I remember that point in my life really well. And so I teach my sons the same thing. But see, the thing is, when you still stay home with your parents, you have an easier time to save up like that when your parents paying most of the bills and you're working. And so that's what he's doing. I make him put a certain amount to the side every payday. Put that in your moving account. So that's what we do. But I feel if he saves up at least 5-6 months worth of what I think his bills might be, then he should be good. And I've been teaching and training him, finances. I got him his first credit card 2 years ago, so he pays that on time, and pretty good kid. Be right back. Kids calling. Okay, honey. Yeah, it's good advice. I recommend that to a lot of parents, because my parents, they didn't do that when I was growing up. When I was growing up, there was no, and I don't know why, so I'm not trying to, put fault on my parents. They just didn't, and I think it was because they parents didn't. So that's all I think that's about. But there was no make sure your credit score is this much. Make sure you don't get every credit card when you're in college because they give them to you like candy. I messed up my credit early in my life, early because of college and those credit cards just kept giving to you and giving to you and giving to you. So my oldest one been in college for 3 years and one credit card. I took him to our bank, opened him a savings and checkings account when he was like, before he left for college. So when he was like 18, and asked them to give him a credit card for emergencies. And he been having that one credit card for 3 years. And I told him that's all you need. Yeah, there's all these different stores, J.C. Penney's. I mean, tons of stores out there at the malls, Target. You know, right now, at your point in life, as a young adult, you do not need a credit card for every doggone store. Get one major credit card. You can use it wherever you want to rent a car, get plane tickets. I mean, whatever you want. And so that, along with teaching him about credit, making sure he pays his bills on time, car insurance, all that. I've been doing that for a couple of years. He's 21 now. So I think by the end of this year, he should be good to go. If he wants to move out. But, and another thing, I know a lot of parents, as soon as you get 18, you got to get the heck out of here. I mean, sometimes it be like that, and it depends on the relationship between the parent and the child as well. Like, if you got one of those children who are straight up heathens, out there in the streets trying to be thugs, disrespectful to you, or doing, wilding out, no matter how much you try to teach and train them and spend time with them, getting them on the right path, sometimes it's like, okay, you grown now. So I don't fault no parents who got to put their children out as soon as they, but I got some pretty good, decent boys, and I am not like in no rush to, slow down, but I'm not in no rush to get my kids out the house. And my son, my oldest one, knows that. I've always been telling him, when you ready to move, you move. Now, you're not going to be staying up in here till you like 30, 40, 50 years old. Ain't no way in heck are you about to be staying up here. Now, within the next couple of years, you should be working your way up to moving out. And he's trying to do it within the next year. So that's cool with me. I just want to make sure he has enough a month's worth of savings on bills for rent and everything. Hey, Miss Gina. How you doing, sugar? Mwah, mwah. Love you. How you doing? Are you at work today, Miss Gina? Or do you got to work today? I'm off till this evening. I got to be at the nursing home this evening. But this morning I'm off, and I got my son doing some driving lessons while we out running errands for him, getting him some clothes and things that he need. So I'm being chauffeured this morning. So you pray for me, pray for us. But hopefully soon he'll have his license. I told him I'm gonna take him on his birthday. His birthday is the 10th. So I'm gonna take him on his birthday, if that's during the week. Is your birthday during the week? It's on the weekend? Okay, well, probably the day after, whatever the next day is.
That's on Sunday.
It's on a Sunday, so we can go Monday to get it Friday. On the 11th. But, and I'm praying that he passes test because he's been driving and I've been teaching him, and so hopefully. You said you gotta make the donuts. You said we gotta make the donuts. Yeah. Miss Gina said, happy blessed birthday, young king. Phone. My bad. I guess I can. He said thank you. I'm gonna just hold the phone. But yes, I have to I have to be at work later today around like 4. Make them donuts. Yeah, somebody got to. But then after we go do a little shopping, then we're gonna meet my other son who should be off of work within like the next hour or so. We're gonna meet him for lunch. He actually was talking about breakfast, so we might go somewhere where they sell breakfast and lunch. But yeah. You had a good live last night too, Miss Gina. On your other channel? Hold on. What now? You said I'm going to have our virtual party tonight on my what other channel? You're gonna have to give me the information. You're gonna have to give me the information on your other channel. Hold up, what is this? Now I work 4 to 8:30, but I can still be on, I can still be peeking in tonight. So if you go before I get off of work, I'll still be able to join in and show my support and support others as well for the party. But it's really cool what you're doing. It's really cool what a lot of people are doing on the internet right now. As far as Sean and Phi Babe. Oh, okay, 8 o'clock. And you in the Shy, so you Midwest time just like I am, I think. Aren't you on the same Central? You're on Central, right? Central Standard Time. Just like I am, I believe. As soon as you can get over. But yeah, that's really great what you're doing. I was just talking to my son, like literally, Miss Gina. I was just, because we were talking about Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but we was talking about YouTube channels and stuff. And I was just talking to him about, I was like, I know some people who are really supportive on YouTube. And I said, then I know some people, like some really big YouTubers, who charge you, like if you want to say your channel name or something on their channel, they charge you and stuff like that. So we were literally just talking about that, about supporting people on YouTube. You just sent me a okay, I'll sub you back as soon as I get off this live. But yeah, that works out fine because I get off at 8:30, and if y'all start at 8, I can tune in and then I could watch y'all on the way home and then jump on the computer once I get home. But that'll be good. So, but what do you think about Phi Babe's video yesterday? About her, going to court and what's her face not showing up. Like, the whole reason why I'm paying very close attention to this with her and Sean is because I hate cyberbullying. I really do. I hate stalking. I done had like 2 or 3 stalkers in my life, so I know what it's like to be stalked and people prying in your business and trying to find out your whereabouts and what you're doing 24 hours a day, making threats to you. I know that life really well. But as far as like cyberbullying, I just wanted to see how far it can go, or if there is really a positive outcome on YouTube, because last night, what's her face? I'm gonna just call her what's her face. She was over there on her live, and they were still like saying her name, like nicknames and stuff like that, and they were talking about it and everything. and she was claiming she's never been served and she can't be served on her job because it's private property and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, is this just going to be a piece of paper that Five Babe and Sean and others might be fighting for, or if it's really going to be beneficial to them and then to other YouTubers if we have to go through the same process? So I think that's what a lot of people is waiting to see if they get harassed and bullied and all this kind of stuff. Will it be worth their time to go through the courts to get restraining orders and stalking orders? You know what I mean? Right, right. Yeah, a person can be served anywhere. A person can be served anywhere. You know, as soon as you can. But yeah, a person can be served anywhere. But I just want to, I mean, I'm totally behind Five Babe and Sean. I'm totally behind them. I just, like I said, a lot of people are looking forward to finding out if this will really stop the bullying. That's the bottom line. That's what I want to know. If this will really stop the bullying. Because other people who have been bullied and harassed and stalked and flagged all the time and stuff like this, they are looking, you know, for a good outcome, just like I am. I pray it all ends soon too. I pray it all ends too. But from what I'm seeing so far, it's like, okay, Fi said she had a restraining order for so long. She didn't let it know on her YouTube channel, and of course, you know, she be watching, what's her face be watching, everybody watching Five Babe. It was so many people on her live last night, so you know the trolls is watching and everything, and they taking word back to her. So she knows she's been served. She knows she's supposed to go to court, and she now knows the next court date, even if she says she doesn't know. So I just hope that everything that they're fighting for will have a great outcome, because we just don't want people bullying us. That's all it is. We don't want people bullying us. That's the bottom line. I mean, if she would stop all the bullying, nobody would even care. I mean, nobody would want her channel flagged. Nobody would want her channels taken down. She wouldn't have to create 11 channels. You know what I mean? If you just do what you're supposed to do on your main channel and not harass and bully folks, you wouldn't have to have 11 channels. You wouldn't have to always have your channels flagged. I mean, I don't know. Like we was talking on your live the other day, Miss Gina, life is too short to be so negative and to be, life is too short. Stop, slow down. And then turn right. Left. Put your signal on because you gotta turn left. But life is too short to be so negative, and you gotta wake up every day in a battle. Like, who wants to wake up every day in a battle? When I wake up, I want to see my two sons. I want to be able to go to work. I want to be able to come home, cook dinner, spend time with my children, you know, have family time. You know, it takes less energy to be positive. Exactly. I'm not that kind of person who's always bitter and mean and out to get somebody and out to always get one up on somebody else. And go straight to follow that red car. So, right signal. Get over it. And then watch both ways when you turn. But, yeah, I'm not that person. I've never been that person. Turn left. And then find a parking spot. But I've never been that person. Now, park where the snow at. But I've never been that person. Now, what I have been was a very kind, nice, and generous person who will go ham and eggs on somebody if they take me there. Stop. Pull out. If they take me there, Sure will. I've been that person because the way I grew up around gangs and all that, and having a lot of family members in gangs, we had to fight. We repped our neighborhoods. I was in that life when I was growing up. So it might not take you too much to get me out there, in the streets, putting some hands on somebody. Right. Same here in Chicago, right. We got family in Chicago. We got family all the way from way down south. Yeah, there you go. You can stop. Way down south to Chicago. I got people in Waukegan, Chicago, all up there. But I am definitely 360 degrees from who I was as a young child, as an adult. I mean, a young adult, as a teenager. Because you can say one word to me, you could barely get the word "bi" out your mouth before your teeth got knocked out. So yeah, it was all about that life growing up. It was all about that life growing up. I had my crews, I had my cliques. So I said that before, though, on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of things that I used to do back in the day that some things I'm proud of, some things I'm not proud of, but all in all, everything that I've done in my past life, like a lot of people, it brought you to who you are today, a much better person. I think I'm a fabulous, great parent, thanks to a lot of stuff that I went through and a lot of stuff that I seen growing up. So it can make a difference in your life going through a lot of things in your life. But if you go through a lot of things in your life as a young adult, a young child, and you don't learn nothing from it, and you don't teach your children better or teach them to do better, that's your fault. That's nobody's fault but yours. Because one thing I've learned is you cannot keep blaming your past or people in your past or people who done you wrong, no matter what it was. No matter if it was like abuse, child abuse, rape, domestic abuse, uh, uh, uh even home. I was homeless for several years in my life. Like I've heard your story, Gina, how you was homeless. I was homeless for several years in my life when I was a young adult, and I lived house to house, slept in people's couches, basements, lazy boys. I mean, I was there for a couple of years when I was younger, and so that taught me to a lot of things. And that's why I was saying at the beginning of this live when I was talking to Honest Raw T. My son wants to move out, my oldest one, who's 21, and I told him not until he has at least 5 or 6 months worth of savings for bills to move out. Because I'm that parent that knows what it's like to be homeless, and I don't want you to feel like you done failed if you have to come back home right away. You know? Yes, God keeps us covered indeed. Yes, He does. And one thing my sons know, if you ever have to come back home, of course I'm going to be like, you know what? Come on home, child. Save up some more money so you can get your own place again. I'm going to help you out. But that's as long as you one of those children who mind parents, who are respectful. Um, don't be trying to run my house like it's your house, coming in at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. They know better to do stuff like that. So I don't have no problems with my son still at home at 21. He's in college. He works, helps around the house, helps me with my other son, his brother. So, it's all good. For sure, for sure. But yes. So I'm praying that this all works out for Phi Babe and Sean in the end. And that it might be a lesson for other YouTubers to know how to act on YouTube. But and also it'll benefit others who are harassed and stalked, so they can know the proper procedures to take. But yes, God bless the mess, honey. But I'm gonna be there with y'all tonight, on your live. So I'll be there around 8 o'clock for your live. But I'm about to get some shopping done with my son, And then y'all pray he drives us back home safely. Have a great day, everybody. Sorry.